Good morning. It's been a long time coming, but here it is, the final math lesson 120. Today we're talking about multiplying by mixed numbers. Remember, mixed numbers are whole numbers and fractions together. So let's kick off with a little review. And remember that to change a mixed number into an improper fraction, it's multiply then add. And the denominator will stay the same. And what we mean by that, you start at the denominator of the mixed number, multiply the whole number, and then add. So 4 times 1 plus 1 more is 5. The denominator will then just be carried over into the improper fraction. If you had a 4 in the fraction in the mixed number, you'll also have a 4 in the fraction of the improper fraction. So to multiply mixed numbers, just convert them into improper fractions, what we just talked about, and then multiply numerator times numerator, and then denominator times denominator. You will have to go ahead and simplify and reduce any answers. So again, if I was doing 1 1/5, times 1 2/3. Start at the denominator. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 1 more is 6. So I have 6/5. And then on to the other one, starting always at the denominator. 3 times 1, that's 3. Plus 2 more, hey, that's 5. And the denominator of 3 will still be the denominator you use in the improper fraction. So again, now multiply. 6 times 5, hey, that's 30 for the numerators. Let's look down at the bottom for the denominators. 5 times 3, that's 15. Simplify and reduce your answers. I could go ahead and reduce this first, but if I look at it close enough, I know that 15 divides into 30 2 equal times. There would be nothing left over, so 30/15 is equal to 2. So let's go ahead and try a few more of these before we turn you loose. Here we have 1 2/5 times 1 1/2. Go and turn them into improper fractions. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 more, that's 7. And the denominator of 5 stays the same. So if I have 5 here, I'll just write it again. Starting on the denominator, multiply, then add. 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 1 more makes 3, and the denominator stays the same, so I'll still write in that 2. Numerator times numerator, 7 times 3, hey, that's 21. Denominator times denominator, 5 times 2, that's got to be 10. Simplify or reduce. I don't think I can reduce 21/10, but it is an improper fraction, so let's get it back into mixed number form. 10 divides into 21 2 whole times, multiplies back for 20, which means you only have 1 left. So it would be 2 1/10. 2 1/2 times 3 1/2. Multiply, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 more, hey, that's 5/2. Take a look over at the other side, 3 1/2, starting at the denominator. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 more, that's 7. So I have 7/2 because, again, the denominator stays the same, right? Numerator times numerator, 5 times 7, hey, that's 35. Denominator times denominator, 2 times 2, That's 4. Simplify and reduce the answer. I don't think I have any number I could reduce 35/4 by, right? But it is an improper fraction, and a pretty large one at that. I have to go and divide the denominator back into the numerator to finally get it simplified out, right? So 4 is dividing into 35 8 whole times, multiplying back for 32, and it will subtract for 3. So my final answer, written back as a mixed number, 2.5 times 3.5 is equal to 8 and 3/4. My remainder is my numerator of 3. My divisor is my denominator. One more before we turn you loose on Socrative. Here I have 2.25 times 1 2/5. Change into mixed numbers. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 1 more is 9. And the denominator stays the same when we write them as improper fractions. Over here on the other side, 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 2 more, that's 7. Denominator again stays the same. So I have 9/4 times 7/5. Now it's numerator times numerator. 9 times 7 is 63. Now denominator times denominator. 4 times 5, that is 20. And get it from an improper fraction back into a mixed number. 20 is going to divide into 63, I believe 3 whole times, right? What is 3 times 20? Hey, that's 60. So 63 minus 60, I have 3 left, right? You could set it up in a divide box and work it all if you wanted, but I'm hoping you have the skills at this time to do it mentally. So 2.25 times 1 2/5 equals 3 3/20. You're definitely going to want a piece of scratch paper for the Socrative quiz, and good luck.